Yo, what's up, DOT community? This is Jaeger bringing you another dev stream recap in 5 minutes or less. And we've got just a few items to kind of run down and give you basically the run around on what we got from today's dev live stream. And getting into it, got a couple of things. We'll just pull up some screenshots of what kind of took place, a little bit of a mix. And the biggest thing is we were a little disappointed as we didn't get the biggest news that I think the community was kind of anticipating following last week's comments about lightning troops. So unfortunately, there's really nothing to say here about that. Getting into it though, a couple other major notes take place. Number one, devs did confirm that moving forward, there will no longer be 3 skills of elemental resist. Very specifically, elemental resist. Those are no longer coming around. For the other things we've got is some update news coming around. Quiff also did mention that there is a new event type that he's working on called Theaters of War. This will have something to do with the arenas. Again, they'll have more news soon. And they did, of course, kind of give us a rundown of next week. We've got Monday, a one-day event. We've got a player choice coming up next week, which I believe is the champions that won that vote, and also a special end of the week event, which comes up with a teaser they showed on stream. But looking at just some other details of the actual stream itself, this week did bring a little mix in the devs. Matt was out sick, so we did have Ian, who we've seen before on streams. He is the lead UX designer. We had Haig and Dom both made their appearance again this week, being the regulars. And when it came down to it, of course, Ian got his own hashtag for it. So it was hashtag Team Ian, Team Quiff, or Team Dom. And Quiff did walk away with the win. Again, Quiff was one that really was able to kind of provide some of the biggest news of what was really happening, both in-game changes and everything else that was happening. So with that, let's talk about some of the biggest updates. Well, the actual updates itself. Update 1.21 is now actually out. It's been out for Android for a little bit, but it definitely came out today for iOS, which is big, of course. Everyone's kind of been waiting on it. As we know, that this is going to contain things like down the road, not immediately, but down the road, special attention to that, AI troop adjustments will be coming into place. A few of the things that they mentioned specifically were the respawning troops that just stand still, Unax walking to their death, and troops prioritizing their targets, as well as including distance to nearby enemies as all part of those changes. So here you can kind of see a list of that rundown for, again, this version 1.21.1 specifically. Again, just general changes. Again, things like also relic, favoriting, sorting, stuff like that. Again, we'll pull up some screenshots in case you haven't seen what that actually looks like. And in general, just some bugs. They know that when this update first rolled out, there were a number of bugs that they had to get in there and get taken care of, and are still working at it. Here we can get just a screenshot of what that whole sorting and favoriting looks like. The little bookmark tab that now will appear on relics as well as in that sorter gives you the opportunity to then sort by your favorites, and you can see the icon right next to that in the right-hand corner of the calendar allows you to actually sort out the relic events. So now when you get those 4-star, 3-star, 2-star, or 1-stars, whatever they might be, you actually can find them a little bit quicker rather than swiping through a little bit of everything. Another big thing that finally came out with this update was the confirmation for gem spending, especially in the altar. So now any gem spending like the 20,000, 60,000 event purchases, stuff like that, you will be getting that confirmation button, which is huge, as that also caused a little bit of a stir over the past couple of weeks, but glad to see that it's actually out there. With it, we also just got a few other updates as far as what they're basically working on, just some other bug stuff regarding requests, as in the bug that's happening there with people not seeing it. We also got news about the new event, and I'll be dropping that event video here as well. We've got the brand new Grolgar in the event. This Grolgar was adjusted based off of player feedback. Now it has 1-time self-buffing, which is a tier 3 skill that they provided, so it'll be a higher percentage, 2 times Goliath X skills, and 2 times Militia X skills as well. So it's a little bit of a mix to this new Grolgar, and that will be the one we see coming forward. And at the end of the stream, we did get this teaser image of what we are going to get more news of next week. Now they even kind of said, the teaser image is kind of poorly teasing it, because we're pretty clear what this is we've already seen this Titan, especially the Gods Awaken. It is no surprise that it is actually Valkyrie, so all stays on track, but again, things are always subject to change, but all things stay on track. We should be getting some more news about Valkyrie, whether it be she's actually coming next week and her event will kick off, or if we are just going to be getting news about Valkyrie on the next stream. So again, more to definitely keep us waiting until next week, and hopefully we'll get a chance to hear more about those lightning troops that Matt was mentioning so much. I'm Jaeger, and I'm signing out.